Out in the corridor, the guard touched Jelly's shoulder. "What's going on in there?" "Nothing much." "What's all the yelling?" "Very painful stitches," said Spoon, his dark face expressionless. "Oh." The four of them walked towards the red exit sign. Spoon was shaking his head. "Too bad. Mr. Donatelli was really counting on Willie to go all the way." "But it's just one defeat," said Henry. "More than that," said Jelly. "Willie showed some dog tonight." "Dog?" asked Alfred. "It's true," said Spoon, stopping. "It was a bad cut, but if Willie had forgotten about it and kept pressing Becker, he would have won. He might even have knocked him out in that round. But he got scared. It was the first time he ever got hurt, really hurt, and he got scared. The way he concentrated on protecting that eye left him wide open, and Becker was sure to hurt him somewhere else. Mr. Donatelli saw that and stopped the fight, to save him from being hurt, and to save him, I think, from showing himself a coward in front of the crowd. I can't think another manager who'd have done that." "Me neither," said Jelly. He grinned. Same old Spoon, still giving lectures. Spoon smiled and opened the exit door. "Sometimes I forget I'm not in front of the class." A crowd of older men stood in front of the garden, arguing about the fight. A workman on the ladder was pulling Willie Streeter's name off the marquee, letter by letter. "I'm driving uptown," said Spoon. "Can I give anyone a lift?" "Thanks," said Jelly, "but I got a girlfriend lives around the corner, and I promised to do her a favor. She goes to cook and baker school, and I'm going to check her homework." Same old Jelly Belly. "I'm a growing boy, Spoon. I think these guys are going uptown. You know Henry Johnson, and this is the new tiger coming round the gym. I don't even know his name." "Alfred Brooks." "Hi, I'm Bill Witherspoon." They shook hands with Henry and Alfred, and tapped the front of Jelly's pink shirt. "School's out in a few days, Horace, and I'm coming up to that gym to see if I can whip some of that belly off you." "All muscle," said Jelly. "Be good, man." Spoon's car was an old blue Plymouth, and the three of them squeezed into the front. The back seat was covered with papers and books. "Sorry it's so crowded," he said, moving the car into traffic, "but I'm studying for my permanent teacher's license, and I've been collecting every scrap of paper I can get my hands on." He stopped for a light and looked at Alfred. "Do you want to be a fighter?" "I'm going to try," said Alfred. The light changed, and Spoon looked away. Alfred watched the streetlights play off Spoon's face. There were thin scars around his eyebrows, and two crossed blue scars on the bridge of his battered nose. "I saw your name on the fight poster up in the gym." "Did you?" Spoon smiled out at the traffic. "For a while I was rated the number 7 light heavyweight contender." Alfred leaned forward. "How come you quit?" "It's very simple. One day Mr. Donatelli said, 'Billy, I think it's time.' That's all he said. 'Billy, I think it's time.'" "Well, why was that?" "I was beginning to take too much punishment. I was winning, but I started to get hit regularly. This thing," he touched his nose, "was a big part of it. I argued, of course, but there ain't much point arguing with the boss unless you're right and he's just testing you. He told me I should go back to college full time. I had taken a few courses at night. The money he made me save while I was going good, and I still had my eyesight and my hearing and my brain in one piece. I graduated from City College and started substitute teaching. Last year I married a teacher. Mr. Donatelli was the best man." Spoon shrugged. "There I go. Another speech. You fellas better tell me where to turn." They rode the rest of the way in silence, Spoon driving carefully, as the clean, well-kept buildings in the quiet, white neighborhoods gave way to the shabby homes on the streets filled with black children and garbage. Once Henry whispered something to him, but Alfred let it go by, as he was too busy winning the championship of the world, doing everything Donatelli told him to, never getting hurt or in any trouble, smiling modestly down at Jelly and Spoon and Bud and Dr. Corey as the referee raised his arm. "It's a long road, Alfred." "Huh?" The car parked in front of Henry's house, and Spoon was smiling at him. "It's all right. I still have daydreams about what might have been." Spoon offered his hand. "Nice meeting you, Alfred. And seeing you again, Henry." "You'll be coming up to the gym?" asked Alfred. "I'll be there. Good night." "Good night. Thanks for the ride." The car pulled away, and Henry tugged at his sleeve. "You want to sit in the stoop for a while?" "I got to run tomorrow." "Oh, yeah, that's right." "Well, take it easy." "Yeah." Alfred took a few steps and turned. "Henry?" "Yeah?" "Henry, I want to, well, thanks a lot, Henry. You and your father, too, for carrying me home that night." Henry's thin face beamed. "Oh, sure, man. That's all right. You got KO'd, right? Can't win 'em all." "Thanks." He walked fast in a hurry to get to bed and play the whole day back in his mind. The policemen on the corner raised their eyebrows at him, smiling and nodding like that. The people on the stoop he waved to looked at each other. But Joe Louis had a good word for everybody, and Sugar Ray and Crassus were men enough to be sweet. He started to say hello to the three boys standing on his stoop, but the words died in his throat when they turned around. "Where you been, Uncle Alfred? We've been waiting up all night for you," said Hollis. "Now let's take a little walk," said Major, grabbing his arm.